Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is still in Solana crash mode, crash sell-off mode. Yeah, Solana sell-off mode. Still hasn't found its footing yet. The wave count I shared with you in the last video on the micro level, as you know, was not complete to the downside, and we seem to be closing in on the next support level around $120. But this is just a bigger picture here, larger time frame, so we have to understand the smaller time frame in addition. But just a reminder here that we are in a situation where on the larger time frame, the minimum requirements for this 5-wave move up are completed. For now, though, the potential for one more high still exists. I still think it should go a little bit lower in the short term, though, because we haven't broken above any resistance level. Rather, resistances are still being perfectly respected, which is a good indication. Yeah, which is a good indication that we're actually still in a downtrend. I mean, again, you see it today selling off again still. So that's why I give you on the smaller time frame these micro resistances, so that you have a clear area to watch that only if it's really broken can be considered that a low of sorts is in place, really, right? So for now, I think we use the macro perspective here, the daily time frame, to understand, let's say, macro risk. Okay, larger time frame, macro risk, bigger picture. We use that to really understand. Okay, are we close to the end of a cycle? Have we maybe formed the top? How high is the macro risk? And it is high because we are, let's say, in the late stages of a bull market. That shouldn't be a surprise. Again, maybe we've topped. For me, it's too early to confirm that. So we use the macro level for that, also for larger time frame key support levels, and the next support is at $120, 103. And then we use the smaller time frame. Let's go to the smaller time frame to understand with precision where if a low has already formed, because here we can get on the micro level resistances, support levels, the microstructures, which are less important than the levels. And here we also get an understanding of, is the wave count to the downside full or not? And another 4-5 pattern, I think, is still likely. Yesterday, I communicated this resistance area with you. As you can see, the price just tested it, continued the decline. So there is no evidence that a low of sorts is in place. So we can remove that now, but we can redefine it. We can see if we can define another resistance area which is now relevant. The idea is as well that we are currently in the yellow count to the downside here, which is a 4th wave. Okay, so on the larger time frame here, 4th wave, yeah. But however, if the next rally, once we have a local low, and if the next rally is corrective, it might be the white count. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind. That will be with us for a while, because even in the yellow count, if the move up could be a diagonal, so it's just something to be aware of. But so it will be potentially difficult to establish it, to understand is there a difference. So looking at the 4th wave rally that could be next, where could it go to? So we can redefine resistance, which I've actually done already. It's now between $202 and $168. And in this scenario, to the downside, which is a 5-wave move, because we're dealing with a C wave here. So the move down is 5 waves. One more 4-5 pattern at least needs to be considered. Again, sometimes that last low doesn't happen, but until we break above resistance, the trend is still down. I gave you yesterday, let's say a micro resistance area, which is the first level that needs to be broken to even consider a low is in. And I would say from where we are now, if we label the micro, I would say this is 1, 2. Essentially, this would have to be the 4th, 5th. So the wave count in at least wave 3 seems to be full. Again, that doesn't mean we have to reverse. for me, it's always about understanding, okay, let's assume the third wave internally is still unfolding. What would be resistant for this wave 4 if it hasn't formed yet? Because this will be initial resistance. $148. So it takes, because I could be wrong about this, right? It could be, okay, maybe the internal third is here. Maybe we get another 4-5. So to rule that out, I need to get a break above $148. The wave counts are not predictive. The wave counts are only tools for us to get resistance levels. So we get a break above resistance. That is an indication that some kind of a low is in place. I mean, the bottom line is until we break above resistance, there isn't even any signal that a low is in place. We shouldn't even consider we've bottomed, okay? So any break above 148 would then open the door to a larger recovery, possibly in the larger wave 4, maybe already in a road to a new all-time high, but then that would take a break above $202 to confirm, especially in 5 waves. Yeah. So for now, the near-term pressure seems to be down, maybe like a flush out. We talked about that. That especially when there is something happening fundamentally that could create some fear, like the token unlocks, then sometimes we get distortions, we get some, let's say deeper pullbacks than it would be ideal. So main takeaway is we're still in a downtrend. I think we're in the late stages of it, but we know the common saying that trends can extend longer than you can stay solvent. So we don't want to fight a trend like that. We're simply watching if the market can generate a response to the support areas provided, and then we use the resistance areas to trail the current trend, which is still down on the local level. So that gives you all the levels that really matter at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on our main channel, MCO Global, for additional updates, in-depth analysis, deeper insights, and much more. This is the channel that's going to become really the main channel for MCO, because it's the overall brand, and it's where our different communities, we have a stocks community, we have a German one, we have a Spanish-speaking one, crypto one, where they all come together, and this is going to be a great channel. So check it out if you want to be part of it. Thank you very much. The link, by the way, is in the description. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.